Hello, my name is Avian White, and on behalf of our faculty here in Environmental Health, I would like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about our Master of Science in Environmental Health degree here at East Carolina University. So our program is made up of a wonderful group of faculty, and we're chaired by Dr. Stephanie Richards, who is our graduate program director. I think what makes our program so unique and so awesome is that we receive students from such a wide and diverse background. Those students that are admitted to the program typically are in the 30th percentile or greater with GRE and GMAT scores, and they usually will have an undergraduate degree of 2.7 or greater, or if it's a graduate student, a graduate GPA of 3.0 or above. So other things that we review are, in addition to your scores, are letters of recommendation, and we also look at your educational and professional experience. And one of the things that we do with that is we look at all of this as a whole. And so upon looking at it, you may have worked in the field for many years and you're ready to come back to school, and you actually have professional experience in environmental health. And in doing so, and you stating that and us looking at it, there are times where we're actually able to waive those GRE and GMAT scores and allow you to be in what we call a professional admission track or professional track admission. And so once students are admitted into the program, they're admitted under two tracks. And so one is a research option, the other one is what we call an applied option. The research option is for students who really don't have a background in environmental health. And so here students will submit and do a thesis, but that thesis option will actually give them more face-to-face courses, it's more intensive, and it gives them more time to do hands-on data collection and actually see what you do in environmental health. The applied option is usually for students who have worked within the environmental health field or currently working in the environmental health field. And so there's extra special permission to do this option. And students here, it's still a rigorous program, but instead of doing a thesis, students here will do what we call a professional paper. No matter the option, all our students have a wonderful coursework, course load that we offer here in our Masters of Science program. It consists of 35 hours, and usually if a student is going full-time, they can complete this within 2 years, and that's even research option students too. So we do have a list of required courses that our students have to take, which include epidemiology, biostats for health professionals. We have a seminar class that's wonderful for students, toxicology. And we have this fundamentals class, really kind of gives you the core of what environmental health is. And then kind of depending on where you're going, we have a professional paper for those professional paper students and the thesis class. Now within all of this core work, we have electives that they can take, and there are different electives out there, but some examples of electives that we have are like our solid and hazardous waste, public health pests, food safety, industrial hygiene, water supply and waste treatment. And these electives are really good because some students coming in, they've heard about environmental health. Maybe they've been in our undergraduate classes and they want to do more. They really want to get that Master's of Science in Environmental Health, or they're coming from a totally different background and they're not sure what they would like to concentrate on. So taking these electives actually give them examples of, hey, this is what's out there. These are some great options. These are some great ideas of what we have and what we do within environmental health. A new thing that we just got, in addition to our Masters of Science in Environmental Health, we actually have a Foundations in Environmental Health certificate. Now this certificate, students will take 13 hours. The required courses is a bit smaller. You have 6 hours. You have to take that biostats for health professionals and the fundamentals. And then we offer, they have to have 7 hours of elective courses. So this is a great certificate for someone who maybe wants to see what environmental health is all about, kind of gets you started. And what we see is students will get this certificate and then they kind of seg into the Master of Science Environmental Health program, and they're able to take the classes that they've already taken within the foundations of an environmental health certificate and apply them to the Master's of Science Environmental Health program. So it kind of helps them get through that program. And so as our students come in, a lot of them are doing the research option. It is a great experience for our students, but we do our best to support our students as they're doing this research option. We know going to school, you have to pay for it, right? And so one thing that we offer our students is, a paid graduate assistantship. It's usually 5 to 25 hours a week, and this is available to our on-campus students. And this is something that really helps them out. And a lot of times, they're doing this as they're doing their thesis project. And so we've had students do this in industrial hygiene and occupational health. They've looked at heat stress and monitored heat stress among workers working in fields, pesticide and respiratory protection. We've actually had students that have worked on COVID-19 and wastewater management programs doing wastewater-based epidemiology or surveillance. Microbial testing and water quality, where students will go out to different sites. We partner with different entities within the community and they go and test water. Aerosol technology. And so we actually have in labs where we test filters or the material that goes inside of the filters. Air quality testing, we've done that. Insecticide and mosquito control. There's great projects where we've gone and actually looked at what's happening as companies and environmental health agencies are doing their best to spray and control our mosquito population, insecticide-treated clothing, and different vector-borne diseases. So those are just some of the ideas and some of the projects that our students have worked on. And while they have worked on this, we've supported them through these paid graduate assistantships. I think one thing that our students love to hear about, is something that we talk to them about within the program, or, what's my career opportunity? What can I do with this degree? And we love letting them know that you have such a wide range of employers that you can go with. So there's private industry, public industry. So we've taken students out to places that they wouldn't think about, like pharmaceutical companies. And they've spoken with environmental health and safety professionals there and talked about what you do in that field. Academic institutions. And so, every academic institution, especially if you have laboratories, they're environmental health and safety professionals, and we've had the ones on our campus talk to them about career opportunities. So we let them know you can work for the federal government, state government, local health and regulatory agencies. And within that, we do get specific. And so we've had students who have done this, and we let them know that this is available for other students too, that getting into the U.S. Public Health Service, going into the Army and Navy as an environmental health science specialist, becoming an environmental and public health specialist at our local health departments. And so we have a wonderful relationship with our local health departments, not only just in Eastern North Carolina, but across the state. And so we've had where some have come and spoken to our classes. These are the things that you can do here. These are some of the career paths. They've spoken with food and safety professionals, occupational health and safety persons, industrial hygienists. We talked to them about hazardous substances. And a new one that we talked to them about, and it's not really new, but it's one that more students have asked about, is counterterrorism. And so we actually let them know that with an MSEH degree, you can go and work as a counterterrorism specialist, environmental protection specialist, water and wastewater management specialist. And, that's one thing we hit on in our classes. We talk about aging infrastructure. Right here is a great career opportunity. And vector control manager. And so as vectors are spreading, we need more vector control managers. And so those are just some of the career opportunities that we hit on with our students. And so we always like to let them know that, your environmental health salary will range, and it's going to depend on what area you go into. And so in North Carolina, we've seen it from $43,000 to $75,000, again, depending on where you go into. But our students don't just stay in North Carolina, they go out of state. We've got some students who are in the Navy, so they're out of the country right now. And so salaries will range, so upper limits, we've seen $75,000 to as high as $150,000. And that really depends on what you do and how you apply it here. And in fact, in this slide here, these two students actually do work outside of the state of North Carolina. So they're two of our graduates. One's in Oklahoma, the other's in Virginia, but it just shows you where you can go with this MSEH degree. And I think one of the fun and awesome things that we have is this Environmental Health Sciences program blog here at ECU. It's a wonderful blog. It not only talks about what we are doing and letting people know, hey, this is what we're doing here at ECU. This is the kind of work that we do, things that we can share with you. And if you want to partner with us and what our students are doing, we talk about things that are going on around the country. So it's really wonderful. We actually have given students the opportunity to participate in this. And so for World Environmental Health Day, vector-borne diseases, they've actually written up blogs and posted here. It's a great tool to kind of enhance their learning process. And so if you get a chance, please check out our blog. We have a lot of great information up here, and it talks about our program too. And so other places that you can find information about us, we do have our program website there that we have posted. Again, our blog, check us out on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, you want to go on the gram, go on Instagram. We've got an Instagram account, and we actually post on Twitter too. So we really want to let you know about all the things that we have to offer here at ECU. And so again, I just want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to share with you about our program. Environmental health is so important. There's so many different facets and career opportunities and things that you can do. We just love sharing that with our students. We hope you can help us with that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. And thank you again.